The fact is, we're often surprised when we discover differences of conscience with people as church. We think about church as a place of peace and safety, like a safe harbor from the world outside. And I run into someone whose social media account has stuff I disagree with, and I have this person over here whose parenting practices I don't agree with, and this person over here has politics I disagree with, and I feel like something's gone terribly wrong. I think the first thing I need to do is don't be surprised. The reason Romans 14 and 1 Corinthians 8 and other passages about the conscience exist is because in a fallen world, we need to recognize that there are going to be things that Christians can legitimately disagree on that don't call us into different churches, where God can be glorified because we love each other despite those differences. And that's one thing I need to remember. The second is that Paul doesn't call us to resolve all of our disagreements. Say in Romans 14, where the debate is whether certain foods are permissible for Christians to eat. His whole focus in that passage is not trying to get the Christians to agree. His focus on getting them to love each other. He says, look, I agree with those of you who say it's permissible, but though those other people may be wrong in their opinion, what's really wrong is for you to violate their conscience by not acting with love toward them. Part of that means that we need to be careful in protecting our consciences. We need to be careful in educating our consciences. And we need to finally remember that God has put you in church with those people you disagree with quite intentionally. You think about that image of the church as the body of Christ in 1 Corinthians 12 or Romans 12, where all the different pieces are needed. Well, part of that is going to be different people who disagree on different matters that are important to you. And we need to recognize that this is no accident. The things that threaten to tear your church apart are, in fact, often opportunities for us to show that Christ is enough to draw us together despite those differences. If those in Rome who ate meat and those in Rome who felt like it was a sin to eat meat could live together and love each other as Paul calls them to, surely there are disagreements that we can love each other in as well. There certainly are some disagreements where we do have to separate the different churches. We don't want to pretend like everything is relative. But on those areas of conviction where Christians can legitimately disagree, we need to recognize that love is more important than getting to the right answer. And that love is what honors Christ, who can hold us together despite our disagreements.